so let's go on ahead and get straight into this one. Mob Psycho 100 is a show that I have 100% also been meaning to watch, just like Killing Bites. Another anime that should also be on the channel already that you should also go check out. But I went through a lot of little different situations, and now I'm not in those situations, and we're taking a look at them. So, Mob Psycho 100 episode 1. How was it? How was it? What is the reaction? What is the response? How are we feeling about it? Let's see. Get yourself strapped in, a little locked in, set that beautiful like button, ablaze for me, and subscribe and join the Zebra. Gang, gang, gang. And let's go on ahead and jump right on into it. First of all, wow, this show has a lot of color. This show has a lot of pizzazz. This show has a lot of style. This show I've already seen some of the different animation styles out of context, of course, involving Mob Psycho, but now we're gonna actually put some context to those non-context moments. So first off, what ends up happening is we get a little bit of what seems to be like a foreshadowing of our main it looks like, at least, Mob going full 100 and completely obliterating things. Or I'm assuming like maybe this is a like past person that happens to have psycho powers. But we basically are introduced to the world of Mob Psycho 100, where spirits exist, ghosts exist, psychics exist, powers exist, all that type of stuff exists. But the first character that we actually see is not someone on that caliber. His name is Reagan. And I already like him. I already like him so much. He's basically he's a con artist, okay? He's a fucking con artist. He basically runs a business of being a psychic to go and perform exorcists for different people and whatnot. He pretends to have psychic powers and be able to sense auras and sense energies and all that type of shit. And I love the animation, art style, and over exaggeratedness of everything in this show. It's insane, and I love it. I love it. I love it. So that's one of the main things that I do definitely 100% enjoy. But as we go on, he's trying to con this couple. They lead him to their apartment to get an exorcism. He attempts to throw salt at the ghost after encountering it, but it turns out that it's only certain salt that actually gets rid of ghosts. Something that, of course, a person who's an actual combatant to ghosts would know. Duh. But he ends up calling in for backup. He calls for Mob, our seemingly actual main character. We do get a lot of Reagan within this episode, but once Mob shows up onto the scene, it's kind of over. It's kind of over. Mob puts down the ghost for the couple, and cool beans. We find out that apparently Reagan is making Mob think that he's some big time psychic, has a lot of power and everything, but us as the viewer, we know that's just not true. But Mob basically is the person who Reagan calls to actually perform the exorcisms. Mob kind of is like this basically physically pipsqueak character, but his mental psychic powers is what's really carrying his strength, right? He has a hard time controlling it at times, bending spoons on accident, yada yada, stuff like that. But later on in the episode, we got another case by Reagan, or from Reagan, I should say, that involves going to this tunnel to fight off some more ghosts. And we end up finding out that it's the ghosts of a bike gang that slipped on a banana and all crashed into each other and died. And all throughout this whole scene, Mob is just like, how can you not, feel how many spirits there are here? How much spiritual presence, the strength, the everything. And Reagan just keeps on being like, this is all for your training, buddy. This is all for your training. And then he's like, I'm leaving the small fry to you. And just walks off. Goodness gracious. He does a very good job of being... keeping the show up that he's this massively powerful character. But then as soon as anything happens, he freaks the fuck out. But he ends up beating Mob ends up, obviously continuing on, beats the ghost, beats the boss of the bike gang's ghost. But it turns out there's somebody stronger, more scary than these guys. And it turns out they are it's absolutely nothing compared to Mob, right? Mob gets warned by the boss of the gang's ghost that, hey, it's powerful as shit, bro. It kills everything, bro. And Mob just walks up, pieces up the dude. Look at it. Look. One, extremely wacky animation. Oh, looks nice, right? Chomp, chomp, right? Grabs Mob up. But like within like a couple of seconds, right? He just explodes the dude into pieces. Look at him. And then the ghost is gone. The ghost is gone. Mob literally just blows the guy up. Which is so cool. So fucking cool. And that's pretty much the entire first episode. You kind of just learn about Mob. You kind of learn about Reagan. And that kind of goes to show that that's just kind of going to be the basic thing that goes on with most episode 1s of different anime that we are going to be having on the channel. We're basically going to be kind of just learning about different characters, learning a little something, and then that's pretty much it. But yeah, I dig Reagan. He seems like he's going to be quite funny. I like Mob's basically One Punch Man-esque power, it seems. And I know they're made by the same people. That's why I made the comparison for anybody who's going to fucking say it. And yeah, it's pretty. It looks like it's gonna keep my attention. It looks like it's gonna keep my attention. But have you seen Mob Psycho? Did you know that Mob Psycho season 3 is apparently going to be on its way soon? Which is why I'm watching the Mob Psycho series. But let me know what you guys think down in the comment room where you guys are in Supremo. And yeah, that's all that I got for you. Daddy Zebra, the best on YouTube, signing the fuck off. Have yourselves a nice rest of your day and a nice juicy chickadee goddamn ciao, my friends. And check out thezebracorner.com.